Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show.
7 Star Shards are released today in duping. Look out for the update though. Update first, you shlags. Information regarding new content you should know about. So this is all about the Black Panther event. AQ update is coming soon. Attuma and Shuri Champ deep dives, and so much more. Yes, 'tis the start of a very busy week in the community and for the game. So we've got a ton of things to go over this week, ton of things going into the foreseeable weeks until the end of the year. Spicy times we're living in, people. And I'll be updating you all on these particular things. We'll be doing guides, information, Platinum Pool event by the end of the week. So make sure you are locked to the channel, Twitter, you name it. Hit the like button, subscribe, or post notifications on all. That's the best way to get notified when videos pop up. This video is sponsored by the Ridge Wallet. Hey you, yes you, have you heard of the Ridge? Well, they have amazing products to make your life that little bit more easier. Like the Ridge Wallet, which is a minimalistic approach and quite literally will be the last wallet you ever purchase. The wallet is durable with high-end materials, and the Ridge Wallet expands to carry up to 12 cards that are easily accessible from your front pocket. And the wallet is ideal for an ever-changing society, which is pretty much cashless, but it does have a very convenient money clip right at the back, so if you do need to carry cash and have a few bucks around, then at least you've got that as well. The Ridge also has the key case, which is a fantastic little space saver. Normally a lot of my keys will be jangling around, but no jangle. I put these onto my car keys, or when I'm going out for a run, there's a convenient little clip right at the back right there where it can just hook onto my shorts. Great, fantastic, easy to access the keys and easy to put them away again. All of these amazing products and more can be found if you click the link in the description. It will take you to the Ridge website, and if you use code RichTheMan, you'll get 10% off your shop. So if you're looking for an option for Christmas, for a gift, go and check out the link in the description and up your key case and wallet game today. Thanks to the Ridge for sponsoring this video. But we're going to get right into the show, and we kick off with this. This is really, really cool. This is done by Nick Koss, who does a Queen Shuri, does a Nakia, does a Namor. Fantastic. Doctor Doom 2099, and if the rumors are true, you know what I mean. So cool. Honestly, like the work that Nick does, especially in this Wakanda Forever little kind of like animation, is sublime. Go and check it out and support Nick's work in the link in the description down below. I just love the fact that we've got a Nakia in that kind of outfit from Wakanda Forever, but also that Doctor Doom 2099. I actually would like Doctor Doom 2099, although they had infamous Iron Man in, which kind of like, I'm sure it comes to a point where we're going, do we need any more Doctor Dooms? But you know, Kabam likes money, so probably. The second bit of news and information is letting you know what Kabam put on the forums. I always like when Kabam put like red. Red is serious, okay? And it's very serious because they say, summoners, please remember that to obtain 7-star shards when duplicating your 6-star champions, you must first update to 37.0. If you duplicate 6-star champions without updating to 37.0, you will not receive 7-star shards. We will not be able to assist any summoners that open their crystals prior to the update at 37.0. The tentative release for the update is 37.0 is Monday, November 7th, 2022. Now, I think that with daylight saving time switch over, it could be a case that this is before 10 AM PST, just maybe before that. And I'm really excited for it. Myself and my good friend Fis are going to be opening up sub shards, and I'm hoping to do 15 to start off with, a new 6-star featured, and see what I get from them as to like decisions of going further. There's a lot of champions I do want from the crystal, especially to get them for the first time, or strengthening and bolstering my roster for things like Battlegrounds. So I'm really excited for it, but at the same time, I don't want to get a load of dupes and go, oh, I just missed out on about, you know, what it could be like 10 times 2750, so it could be 2750 7-star shards. So I'm kind of like that. I'm in that kind of camp where I'm like, well, look, you know, I'm not quite sure, but I wouldn't want it to lose out. So, wow, it's going to be a good one. I think the video I'm going to make and put it out tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure. Now we turn our attention to champion deep dives. Very, very exciting when it comes to Shuri and Attuma. First of all, focusing on Shuri, which is on screen right now. There's a build-up of precision, which is cool, but I think the real damage will come into what you can see on screen when it comes to like shock debuffs. And shock debuff seem to be like where we go with this champion. Whether or not you are rotating, and this is the difficulty about what is the best rotation for the champion. You build up the critical shocks, you build up the standard shocks, you go into an SP3 and you're able to do a nutty amount of damage. Where's a good example? Well, how about building up a load of shocks by SP3 rotation and doing a massive ton of damage like that, 293,000 damage. Yes, you have to build that rotation. The other thing about the champions having untouchable, which is great, and having miss, there's a lot of kind of like mini mechanics to Shuri, but it looks to be like a very kind of like butt-whooping champion, which is great. Attuma, on the other hand, has got some very weird things about him. He's got these devastating bleeds, but something very weird with the interaction with willpower. So he gets debuffs on him, which you think as a willpower mastery, you go, hell yeah, that's great, we'll get a load of regen. Well, it's not the case, because the champion gets 25% instead of the usual 100% of the regeneration rate. So it kind of means that if you're, yeah, it's not as kind of clear cut. There is definitely regeneration you can get as part of the willpower mastery, but it looks like because you'll have debuffs on you, as you can see on screen, 16 right there, you're not ticking the amount of regen that you kind of think, oh, I'm going to be getting like the 100 or whatever it kind of like would be for that stack of debuffs with it. You can see that's 44 right there. The bleed rotation for the champion is very much rooted around the SP3, but the just general rotation of the champion is doing a parry heavy and kind of transferring your hydration, which is your blue kind of like hydration bleed looking effect thing, into the concussions. The more concussions you have, it's the better for you, especially as you look to kind of throw an SP2, which is going to be devastating and devastating what seems to be there. You know, debatable with that one. Keep your concussions on, parry heavy, continue that. Get your cruelty passives on, and then just keep throwing SP2s in order to do as much damage as possible. That seems to be it. It seems pretty fun, but as well it seems to be good enough utility, especially when dealing with situations of debuffs, and as well great signature ability for the champion. And as well when it comes to what we're going to see right now with an SP3, as soon as it's done with a big kind of like anglerfish, I think it's an anglerfish there. The SP3 is the rotation for the bleed. So again, you do you when it comes to like how you want to rotate around with the champion. Seems pretty cool at the end of the day with both of them. Check out both deep dives and link in the description down below. Next up, let's go over what is happening this week with a new update, and as well we've got a Platinum Pool event. There's lots of things going on for the month. It's definitely enough to get you kind of like busy with stuff, especially with Battlegrounds ending the season midway through and starting up again. And we've got a new AW season and a few other things as well. But when asked questions, especially when it comes to alloy crystals, what they refer to, I like to do a relics. Yes, they are. So alloys are resources used to rank up relics. Now we did a little video on this yesterday about chase rewards. Very well received. Thank you very much everybody that kind of supported that video. It basically goes over all the stuff that's kind of coming in the next few months and how it's mainly going to be a chase rewards season. Also asked the question, if the keys are not consumed on use, then why have a 28-day calendar with keys? Is it supposed to mean that they are not consumed on entry? And the answer is, use the key to open the pathway, then you can use the same key in other difficulties. This month you can do all difficulties. If you've seen my video on Saturday, that kind of clarifies all this kind of November side quest malark, in that you can do a load of different things, except for Elder difficulty. So like there's a total spreadsheet, part of like a pack that I've kind of like put out on Saturday, so go and check that out, and just kind of goes and breaks everything down as to like location and, you know, volume and stuff like that. And as Kabam clarify, only Elder difficulty is restricted. One thing that I didn't know prior to the release of this forum post right here, and as well the video that I kind of made, I think it was like Friday, I think I was rushing to get that made, was that whether or not it was going to be available for anybody that's below Thronebreaker. It is confirmed a Thronebreaker and upwards event that you can do. Don't know what that means for the difficulty level, but that we'll see what happens on Wednesday, and yeah, take it from there. Is the guaranteed 6-star rocket free, or do we have to spend on the crystals? And the answer is, you'll receive 2 crystals through the free track of the double track event and 4 from the paid. So I don't know if that means it gives you a chance, or because it says guaranteed. There's a lot of questions I think will be around that one, and how that kind of event kind of you know, drops, and that will be something that I think will drop towards the end of this week and into towards the future weeks of the month. As I said, very, very busy time, especially on the early weeks of the month, so keep locked to the channel as we're going to go over so many things. And the penultimate story before we go into arena predictions and results is all about AQ Season 10. Let's face it, we want to see some information about Season 10. A lot of people have, the interest has kind of gone away from AQ because it's like there's no point. The rewards that you get from AQ are less now than the potency of the rewards from Seasons. So a lot of alliances now are focusing on Alliance War Seasons. But that will all change. That will all change. And we are expecting information. It is imminent. It is very much imminent. And when I asked the question about when we potentially see information, as said here, the next update looks nice and a lot of additions. When can we expect information? And that comes later this month. I'm not giving a release date for info now, but we're working on getting it together. So it's a case like it is literally imminent. So it will come out like where the command Mike is saying that the update itself, so AQ base launching of Season 10 will be later this month. This is how I read this. And the info is going to be like imminent, so it's going to be like soon. Like it could even be this week or it could be next week when it comes to information about that. But yeah, I'm hoping to see in that one an updated glory store having rank 4 materials, especially as we go into things like rank 5 6-star champions and the start preparation of things. I think that's kind of like where we're up to. Also, I don't know whether or not like embers and alloys, which I assume will go into the battleground store, will probably be, but you kind of think, well, relic items are kind of rank up resources, so it's like, should they have a separate quest associated with them, which you said in the past, you know, should it mean that embers and alloys kind of like have something in the proving grounds, or should they have something in you know, a battleground store? But you know, would there be a monthly event quest? I don't think so, but well, it might be, because it's still rank up resources the same way everything else is in like other different areas. And finally, we end the show by talking about arena predictions and results. The results for Gwenpool and for Rintrah. Now, when it comes to the results of Rintrah and Gwenpool, we've got a good amount of information. I want to say thanks to everybody that got involved in the Discord, Twitter, and YouTube community tab, which I kind of like, you know, ask once a week for that information, because we got a really good amount of results. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything when it comes to the 6-star Rintrah, but that's fine. We can just go over what we can, what we got, and take it from there. Gwenpool, right, we got position 99, 79.2 mil. Shout out to that person with that info. 60 mil, position 124. 5-star, 28 mil, 489 position 5-star. So you can see the divide then between like when's the top end and the bottom end of it. And then when it comes to Rintrah, the only info that we've got is the kind of like the 300s to later 400 kind of mark, which is 21 mil for position 336, 70 mil for position 450. And the predictions wise, I'm not going to try and predict the 6-star version. It's just because we just don't have the info and it's a bit of a shot in the dark. And so I'm going with 90 mil for Gwenpool. 6-star, and the 5-star version 30 mil. Rintrah is 5-star, 21 mil. I think a lot of people are able to skim that one. You could even go lower, say like 18 mil, but it depends. If people say like, okay, well now Rintrah's like, I could get Rintrah, it may bump it up a bit, so maybe 21 mil, maybe 20 mil, just to be safe with that one. But that's been the predictions and the results for Rintrah and Gwenpool's arenas respectively. And that is indeed been the show. Thank you very much for watching. Also, thank you to those that support as a YouTube member and as a Patreon who are on screen right now. Also, those that support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. Might be live streaming tonight, maybe doing a bit of a chilled arena grind, maybe even do some battlegrounds, as I do need to kind of like catch up on some grind of that. But I look forward to seeing you later on. Don't forget to check out some other content. Keep locked to the channel for spicy, fun, interesting stories, news, and as well update info. That's going to be the main thing. Update info coming later on today. Cheers everybody. Bye bye.